In northwestern India, within the front line of the Himalayas, lies the province of Ladakh. It's a land of stunning beauty, wisdom, but also harsh circumstances. People of different religions cope with limited amount of soil for agriculture and water for irrigation. Hard winters and dry summers, due to climate change, have made things worse. A few years ago, a man within the Buddhist community came up with an idea of how to save water during the winter for use in the spring when the trees and the crops need it the most. It all started outside the town of Leh, about 3,000 meters above the sea level.
So behind me is what we call ice stupas, or towers or cones of ice that are presented as a solution to water problems of mountain deserts like Ladakh. What we do here is freeze the water that flows wastefully in winter in the streams, joins the Indus River and the Indian Ocean without much use to people. And in spring, when everybody needs water for the farms, there isn't enough water. So what we do is freeze the water from the streams in the shape of vertical cones, somewhat like mountains of ice, and because of this shape, conical shape, it does not melt in the sun till April, May, June. That's when farmers really want water, every drop of it. So it melts to give its water to the trees you see here, or in future to crops that farmers plant. This is important because our water sources are becoming less and less reliable. As it is, thanks to all of you in the big cities, our glaciers are going away. And then the precipitation, whether it is snowfall or rainfall, is becoming very erratic. Farmers pray for snowfall in winters. It's not in our hands. So I was born in a very tiny village in Ladakh, some 70 kilometers from here, with 5 households. I grew up seeing how water was such an important part of the lives of the people, my parents, and the farming that goes on. I grew up seeing the relation they had with water in a mountain desert, each year beginning the spring with prayers and hopes of snowfall and water, therefore admiring and appreciating the importance of water in the lives of the people.
In Buddhism, we believe that water is life. Without water, there is no life possible. So, water means life in Buddhism.
One Buddhist monastery connected to the irrigation project is situated about 60 kilometers west of the town of Leh, Lama Yar, along the Indus River.
This is a Buddhist monastery. This monastery is one of the oldest monasteries in Ladakh. This monastery was founded by Indian saint Naropa in 11th century. That picture is of His Holiness Rigung Skyabgon Chesang Rinpoche, who is supporting the project of artificial glacier or ice stupa. He is a very celebrated environmentalist, and he is an international award-winning environmentalist who is supporting the environment issues, especially on waters.
About 100 kilometers further west of the monastery in Lamayar, towards the Pakistani border, is another ice project. Above a village situated 5,000 meters above the sea level, another glacier is being formed. But not in the shape of a cone, but as a thick ice cover along the shadow side of a mountain. This project is run by villagers of different religions, Muslims and Buddhists in cooperation.
We had no snow for almost a decade. So many fields did not cultivate because of shortage of water. So many trees died. So then His Holiness Rigung Siapun Chesang Rinpoche visited our village in 2014 he decided to support us building a glacier.
This glacier above the village of Kukshuk was the first version of the new irrigation technique invented by an engineer from the town of Leh.
Artificial glaciers were started by a man called Sevang Norfel.
Then some say climate change, some say no. There are so many discussions. Media was.
It was flat type of artificial glacier, and this type of artificial glacier need higher mountain so that it could freeze, and in the spring it melt very early because the surface area is very wide, so the sun fall on it and it melt very fast. To overcome all those limitations, Sonamachuk started ice stupa. So ice stupa, the stupa is in the ice is in cone shape, so the surface area for sun is very less, so it melt very late and last longer.
The source of water used to form the artificial glaciers comes from even higher grounds. Engineers and villagers assemble a system of pipes from wells and rivers where water runs freely during the winter.
So right now we are trying to install another type of sprinkler which we have been testing from last 1 week, and it couldn't work due to some defect, and right now we are trying to figure out all those defects so that it will work properly in future.
This project is eco-friendly project where we do not use any kind of machines or fuels or generator for bringing water and all these things. Instead, we started to bring water from a pool we built, and the water is coming down from gravitational forces, and there is a automatic pressure coming out, and we use that pressure to build that glacier.
Engaging young people while they're learning, growing up to solve problems is the best way to make a society resilient and sustainable. So that not just me, but thousands of young people can use what they learn and can use their creativity and imagination to solve problems of the mountains in our case, but other problems elsewhere.
Steel pipe doesn't work, so we decided to purchase rubber pipes, the best quality. Otherwise, if you do not buy the best qualities, it does not work, it does not support, it breaks down.
I'm Mikael Lorin, working for Atlas Copco in Sweden. I'm also the head of the personnel organization called Water for All, And this organization helps people around the world with different type of water problems. And we are here in India, Ladakh, where they have plenty of issues when it comes to melting glaciers and having water for irrigation. So with this ice stupas, they will have water for another couple of months. It's a starting growing season, and that's helped them a lot. And it's just so fascinating to be able to be here on site to see what they are doing and what our money is supporting to help people in different areas around the world.
Without water, you cannot survive at all. So life is precious, and water is indispensable to have and survive a life.
So I'm an engineer and an innovator, but I believe that engineers and scientists don't have to be just scientists working in a laboratory. They have to reach out to people and be a part of lives of people, and therefore we wanted these innovations to be a part of life of people. We called it Ice Stupa. We requested and approached and appealed to His Holiness Chetsang Rinpoche. He's a very highly placed spiritual leader, so that these can be a part of people's lives. Messages about environmental protection should not be coming just from scientists and engineers. It should come from all the leaders of the world, particularly the religious and spiritual leaders of the world, who the world listens. So therefore we try to combine a scientific solution with a spiritual symbolism and spiritual leaders like His Holiness to take it far and deep into the people so that it becomes a lasting solution.